think about this is everything we want is very close to us. Everything we want is very close to us. Everything we want is near us. It's just it's not here yet, and it needs to be here, but it's not here yet. But it's at a higher frequency and vibration. So that's why I call it elevate. And you have to elevate. You have to elevate your spirit. You have to elevate your want. You have to elevate your goal. Yeah, welcome, Grand Rising. Thank you for being here. You have to elevate your demands on the abundance that you want, right? So what's this abundance that you want? So I think the abundance that you want, I hope that it is what you've always wanted. I believe the abundance that you want is what your inner side of you is seeking. So whatever it is that you're seeking is seeking you, is calling for you. We just don't have it. You don't have it because you don't know how, and you're missing some information, and you're missing some guidance, and we're always on the negative instead of the positive. So what if there was a way? What if there was a way? Just play with me here for a minute. What if there was a way to get you to move your frequency, move your vibration to this next level that you want, the elevation? That's why I study this material. That's why I spent a lot of time with this one book. Uh, and that's why I'm going to keep studying it until I figure it out. Okay. So you might not have to do that. You might be there already. But I was talking to a guy yesterday on LinkedIn. He reached out to me. He goes, "Well, come on, I really like what you have in the morning stuff, but I really don't know um what's the substance like? What is it I'm gonna get?" I said, "What are you gonna get? You're gonna get everything you want." But then he goes, "Well, but I really I think I'm okay now. I'm between jobs and I'm doing this and I'm doing that." So I think for whatever reason I told him I don't know where that came from. I think I said, "You don't have to be sick to get better. You don't have to be sick to get better." So I want you to start thinking of elevating your mind, elevating your money, elevating your income, elevating everything about you. Start having some kind of disruption to move you to this next level of success, to move you to this next level of income. Now, I don't know how much income you want. I hope you want a lot. I hope you want bigger because you want to give more. And some of you want 1%, 2%. I talk to a lot of people that as they get closer to this material, we start thinking 100%, 1,000%. We start thinking one property a month instead of one property a year. But you have to disrupt this flow. You have to say no to the current condition and elevate to that next level condition, right? And it's a disruption. It's 100-time results, 1,000-time results. But do you believe it? Do you believe you are worthy of this much? Do you believe you can do that? And my question to you is that why even ask that question? Well, why do we go there? Because our mind goes to the negative. Well, we don't need to go there, but our mind naturally by itself goes there because that's what we were taught. All right. We were taught to go there. So what I'm sharing with you, when I'm wanting you to believe and grow into is that what we're doing is not logical. So if you're going to use the math and the science that you've learned in school, I've had 5 degrees. Okay. And it's not to brag, it's just to tell you that that didn't make it happen. Whatever you want to get to, the company, the job, the growth, this, that is not logical. It's illogical. It's illogical to be grateful for what you don't have, but you got to be grateful for what you don't have. It's illogical to write your goals so many times. It's illogical to be studying in a group at 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, some people come in, it's 3 a.m. for them. I had somebody come from Australia, it was the second day for them. So it's illogical. So your mind, your intellectual mind, will start to make it logical because it wants to prove it before it lets the subconscious mind work on it. What I'm telling you is that you have to disrupt that. In lesson 5 in Thinking It Results, if you haven't studied it, you need to study it. It's the higher side of you. For you to start showing up, You might want to write this one down. For you to start showing up like the man or the woman who you want to be, it's going to take a lot more than what you got right now. And you might be telling me, Kamal, I can do it. I've been doing it. I'm trying and I'm showing up. I'm going to tell you what, if you've been doing it and if you've been showing up, you should have what you want. Because if you don't have what you want, you still have not believed it. You still have not performed at that level. You're getting closer to it, but maybe you're even struggling through it. Who is the man or the woman you want to become? Who is the man or the woman you want to become? Just because you've taken the course, just because you've attended the seminar, just because you have the book, it doesn't mean you got it. It doesn't mean you figured it out yet. Doesn't mean that doesn't even does just because you even been in another coaching and you say, well, I have everything that it takes. No, you don't. You don't have it yet. You haven't figured, you're just beginning to wake up. You're gonna have to change on the inside, baby. You're gonna have to change your identity. You're gonna have to change everything who you ever thought you were and how much you're capable of. This is not to scare you. This is to inspire you that your greatness, the man or the woman who you want to become, is waiting for you. The man or the woman who you want to become is waiting for you. You just have to meet him on the other side. See, there's this energy that is available. And you have to learn to tune into this energy. You have to learn to tune into this potential. And you have to learn how to start feeling when it's right to say yes, when it's right to say no, when it's right to say yes, when it's right to say no. Most of the time, your mind's going to say, nope, this is not what I'm going to do because it's protecting you. I'm probably going to bring out the image in a minute here and talk about that. But are you willing? Are you willing to bet on something? Are you willing to bet on yourself, right? There's a reason why uh, you want to get this next level thing. And it's going to take an identity shift. It's going to take a personality shift. It's going to take a different routine. It's going to take something illogical for you to do. It's going to take something like, well, you take a chapter and you read it for so many times until you get it right. I don't know what chapter it is for you. I don't know what you've been through when you were a kid. Uh, and we don't even need to find out, but we need to build a new model. Buckminster Fuller said, build a new model. You can go on trying to find the bones underground, but I'd rather you build a new model. Now, for whatever reason, we named the session today, Elevate Your Beliefs. And we want to change beliefs. We want to upgrade your belief to that next level. Okay. And beliefs are huge. And that's right in lesson 1 in thinking into results. And maybe we'll be able to bring that up. Yeah, I guess we can. Uh, yeah, maybe we can. So let's see if we can bring that up. Because it's important to get you to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have to open the iPad, okay. The beautiful part about this is that it's available to everybody. So here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So if you want to elevate, if you want to bring your goal closer to you and start stitching your beliefs so that you get to believe to that next level, think of your beliefs as a stair model, right? Like a stair model. We're gonna do this, right? We're gonna do this kind of thing, so that Basically, this is where you are now, or, and then you're going to go to step two, then you're going to go to step three, then you're going to go to step four, then you want to go to step five. So this is your goal up here, right? Now you're here now, and you want to go there. My goal is to help you. What? My goal is to help you upgrade your belief so that you have enough in you to become the man or the woman who you want to become. So that means at every one of these levels, there's a new belief that you have to do. There's a new belief that you have to grow into. Now you might be saying, Kamal, that means I'm changing. Am I changing my religion? I'm going to go from this guy to this guy. No, we're not talking about the God that you pray to and or you kneel down and do whatever you got to do on the rosaries or I don't know, the things that you go on, you pay your dues. I'm not talking about that. You keep believing in any God you want. I'm talking about what's it going to take? What's it going to take to multiply your income? What's it going to take to get you to be like Richie, who four times his income in under 6 months? I just talked to him. He just said he's gonna multiply it again two more times. Now, this is a guy who was an accountant, an employee, very frustrated. And in a very short amount of time, we got him to what? We got him to quit his job. Yeah, that's how bad it was. He was already frustrated, not feeling good, doesn't have the money. And it's illogical to quit your job because you're going to have less money. But you know what? He was not on his purpose anymore. He was not finding that joy. Got him to quit his job, open an LLC, and start doing tax and accounting. I don't know about you, but that's probably the most boring job you could ever do. I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. I haven't done it. I won't do it. I'll hire somebody, but that's what he's doing. And in a few months last year, took about 5 for him, I think, something like that. He said he four times his income. So his belief had to change, just like your belief has to change. I just spoke to him and he said, Kamal, I've never been happier. He thanked me again. He had already wrote me a testimonial. He said, and I said, how's it going this year financially? He goes, Kamal, I already told you I four timed it, and this year we're going to two time it again. So what's it going to take for you to believe that you can do this? Well, I'm gonna tell you what's going to take for you. This is what's going to take for you. And I don't care how many times you've read this, because we're going to read another chapter, another little paragraph and auto suggestion so that you understand what I'm talking about. Look what it says here. This is page 1 in lesson 1 in thinking into results. Like, it's page 2, but really it's the first page that you really have to read and understand. So we're talking about one page, one page, one page, belief. Before you begin looking at the ABCs of goal setting, okay, what the heck is he talking about? Well, what he's talking about, for those of you who are listening to this online for the first time, a good type of goal is something you know how to do already. You know how to wash your car, you know how to do your laundry, you know how to clean your house. Whatever you have, if you want more of the same, is an A-type goal. You know how to do. B-type goal is you think you know, but you're not sure. But you think you know. We like to play with C-type goals, where you four times your income, 10 times your income, 1,000 times your income. That's the kind of goals that we like to talk about. So that's what he's talking about, ABCs type of goals. Okay. We're talking about the ABCs type of goals. Take a close look at your belief system or the beliefs of your group. It appears there are guards that have been commissioned by a higher authority to arrest any forward progress in a person's life beyond the person's level of belief. What is he talking about? Because if I ask you, do you believe you can multiply your income and you're in a quiet place and you're relaxed, what comes up to you? A yes or a no? If I ask you, can you start making $5,000 a month? How does it feel? If I ask you, can you start making $10,000 a month? How does it feel? If I ask you, how does it feel to make $50,000 a month? What comes up? What beliefs come up? And that's what I'm talking about. As soon as we are pushing to that next level, things come up. Your internal guard, your internal logical mechanism say, oh, wow, there's no way I can do that. What are you talking about? Is this a joke? And then your mind shuts off, fully shuts off. It's like a boop, closes the door. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about these guards take their marching orders from the belief system itself, which is governed by natural laws of the universe. So your belief system, and this applies to me too. My belief system got me to where I am right now. Whatever you are right now, that's what your belief system got you. And I gotta tell you, if you want to go to that next level, if you want to elevate, it's going to take a different kind of belief. What you know right now is not enough to get you to that next level. What you know right now is not good enough to get you to that next level. You're going to have to build on it. You're going to have to stitch your beliefs. You're going to have to change from the inside out, not from the outside in. If you do it from the outside in, it's a lot of work and it doesn't really work most of the time. You gotta do it from the inside out. I finally understand what he was talking about. He, me, Bob Proctor. You see, there are laws that are governing you. If I tell you the gravity, gravity is a law. If I drop a pen, it falls to the ground. Now, when you don't see the law, but you know it works. Well, there's a law just like that for where you are in your income because of your belief. That's what I'm talking about. You see, he said there is no growth beyond the beliefs that you are held, that you are held, that I'm holding. There's no growth. So if I want to grow, that means I have to change my beliefs. I have to stitch a new belief. If a person attempts to accomplish something beyond their level of belief, so what are we talking about? We are taking you from here to here to here. Some of us, we might as well call ourselves the $100,000 club because you know what? $100,000 a month is a sexy life. We're going to have a new different belief to do that. There's no growth beyond the beliefs that are held. Your current beliefs are getting you somewhere. It doesn't matter where you are. That's why I told that person, you don't have to be sick to get better. People wait to get sick to go to the doctor. I want you to start going to the doctor before you're sick to stay healthy. We're living in a sick society, a sick health system, a sick way of thinking. Totally illogical. Doesn't make sense. If a person attempts to accomplish something beyond their belief, so you're trying to attempt from here to here, you're going from here to whatever is that level, the mind will quickly and automatically create ideas or reasons justifying why it can't be done. As soon as you stair step, your belief to like, oh man, I'm going to go from 10K to 20K per month. The mind comes up with reasons justifying it can't be done. No, you can't do that. If you go and tell your parents you're going to do something like that, they're going to say, you're nuts. What is this? They're thieves. They're going to steal your money. You're going to pay for what? Have you ever joined a network marketing company or an MLM and you're trying to sell a product and everybody says, you're nuts. Are you crazy? What are you doing? It's illogical. It's probably would have been the best thing you've ever done, but it's illogical to do it. Because we're so accustomed to being at wherever we are. But yet we are crying to go to that next level. We're not going to rest until we get to that next level, whatever that is. So that the mind will start giving you ideas, all right? Will keep giving you ideas, justifying why it can be done. And those ideas will continue to flow until the project is abandoned. So imagine you have your idea here, you want to get to it, and the mind is telling you, no, 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 no. It keeps telling you no, keeps coming up with stuff until you just say, excuse my language, with my French, I'm not doing that anymore, going somewhere else. And that's why mentorship becomes important, because you need somebody with a much bigger belief than you, that believes in you, that can help you do this jump. Now, the best thing is that if that mentor has done that, and I'm not talking just financially, I'm talking in the mental game. On the other hand, when a person or group believes something can be done, the mind will automatically begin creating ideas that will pave the path to accomplishment. So there is a yes, 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 yes. If I tell you suspend your judgment, suspend the disbelief, suspend it, and go here. What if? Okay, there's this thing that you have to start playing. What if? I know I'm playing in red. I should do it in black. What if I 5 times my income? I 5 times my house. I 5 times my investment. 5 times my relationships. 5 times my beliefs. 5 times my network. What if? Just think. What if? You're not there yet, so because you're struggling, right? But you can say that. What if? Play a trick on your mind and see what kind of yeses come up. And I bet you the yeses will come up. What are some of the ways you can earn more money? What are some of the ways you can grow? What are some of the ways you can become? What if? The great secret of progress, the great secret of progress lies in belief. Therefore, we must ask and demand answers to these questions. Wow, what are these questions? Welcome to my world. Lesson 1. I'm not going to answer all the questions right now, but basically the answers are here. The questions are here. So we're talking about belief. We're talking about stitching your beliefs so that you can start achieving next level, higher rung on the ladder. So some people will say, come on, can I jump? Can I go from here to here right away? Absolutely. Well, Richie did it. He went from whatever his income was to 4 times. Now he's going to do 2 more times. So he's probably going to be here, or 8 times. I have somebody that did 10 times. I have somebody that went to becoming the #1 in sales in Mary Kay. That's 1 out of 900,000 plus people, almost a million, to become the #1 in sales. Can you jump? Absolutely, you can jump, depending on your belief. What are you willing to believe? Are you willing to bet on the man or the woman who you want to become? Are you willing to bet on that person? Are you willing to reinvent yourself? You have to reinvent yourself to get to this next level. You have to reinvent. You keep reinventing. Now, this is not because you're greedy. No, you just want more. You want more because you want to give more. That's it. You want more because you want to give more. Now, I'm going to share with you why you want more. Why do we keep going to this next level? I mean, is there ever going to be enough? I bet you there's never going to be enough. There's always going to be more because we're spirits and we're rising. So, but I need a different image than this book. So, which one do I want? I believe I want this one. So, yeah, this is a lesson that I took when I was with Bob. It's like, why are we always asking for more? What's this belief that we need to keep moving? Okay, so I said, let's take a look. So he said, Kamal, we are part of spirit. We're an extension of spirit. You can call it a child of spirit. You can call it a spirit human being. But we are basically an extension of spirit, and spirit is basically at a higher frequency and vibration than us. We are living in a physical body. You and I, we have this physical body, and it's got energy that's coming to it. The energy is coming from spirit. Energy is coming down like that. So we are a spirit having a human experience in a physical body. And we're always wanting to rise. We're always wanting to rise. We always want to go up. I don't know about you, but I've always wanted more in my life because your higher side of you, the higher side of you is always calling for you to become the better version. And the beautiful part of this, he said, it's all connected. So when you do a meditation, when you do like a visualization of your goal is up here somewhere. I'm gonna draw a star, I guess. I don't know how to draw a star. How do you draw a star? Where to do a star? It's just at a higher frequency and vibration. You ever seen an Olympian? As soon as they win a medal, guess what? They want another medal, and they want another medal, then they want another medal. They go from first to second medal to third. They always want to win more. Why? Because there's never enough. There's always going to be more. Can you just be content and be at home? Absolutely. But then you're settling. You're not driven. You're not driven to explore. You could say, Kamal, I just want $10 million and I'll just sit at home and watch TV. I bet you no, it won't happen. Because when you work and think and become that $10 million version of you, a new version comes up to says, you know what? I did 10, now I want 20. But people at this level think that once they get here, they will stop. They think that that's going to make them happy. And then they're going to just not go up anymore. And there's nothing wrong with not going up anymore, but that's not the way it works. You see, he said goals are for us to grow, not to get. The getting is along the way. The boats and the yacht are along the way. The real estate is along the way. The having is along the way. You enjoy it. You enjoy it as you keep going. So don't let this scare you. It doesn't matter what you believe in. I don't care who's your God, but this is just power, right? So there's this energy that's coming to and through you, and your job is to magnify this energy. Magnify this energy to help you skip ladders on the rungs of achievement. And this is intellectual here. So this is what I'm talking about. How can we use the higher mental faculties to do this? How can we use memory, intuition, reason, perception, imagination, will? We studied that last week very much, deep detail. I suggest you go and find the recordings or sign up and get them because this is what's going to make it easier for you. See, there's power that's available to you, but we don't use it enough. So I would like you to have a goal that is exciting, that is big, that makes you smile. And you have to work on the believing of it. You have to work on the believing of it. Now, I promise you that we are gonna talk a bit about this auto suggestion thing because that's what keeps coming to mind. But I had something here to share with you. And I think it was in here. Yeah, let's go to this one. Yeah, this was last week's. Yeah, so this is what we did last week. So this week we're gonna continue. This week we did a little bit of faith yesterday. Today we're doing elevate. So Monday, Tuesday. I don't know, maybe we'll do sales tomorrow. Let's do sales tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow we'll do that. So I want you to think of something that you really want, this goal that's exciting, that's big, that's sexy, that's beautiful. And I want you for a moment start thinking of all the good ways that you can get there. Now, I used this chart in a presentation in Reno, Nevada, sometime last year, late last year, with this table that they're 100 millionaires, basically. And it's basically to help them grow their portfolios, how you can think big. Now, these numbers might be small for you, might be big for you. I don't know. I don't care. But think of ways, and it doesn't matter where you are. You could be here, some of you could be here. Some of you could be even still here, before the 1 million. Some of you could be past here. It doesn't matter where you are. But whatever it is that you want and you want to go to that next level, right? I want you to think of different ways that, yes, you can do this. How can you, right? Think of the yes. Think of the yes. There's this concept in thinking into results, and you'll get to study that once you come and study with us. We call it the 333 idea. 333 idea is basically you accept only yes. You don't accept a no. So if I say, how can you make $5 million this year? And you only accept yes. Well, we need only yes ideas, yes ideas, yes ideas, yes ideas, yes ideas. And what are some of the ways? Because if I ask you now, do you know how to increase your sales? And if you allow yourself a bigger belief, you will find the ways. If you don't allow yourself bigger beliefs, you're always going to go to the no. You're going to say, no, I can't do that. No, I can't sell more. No, I won't. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stop doing that. You've been doing that. And that's why you're at this level stuck. And the job is to get you unstuck and get you at this bigger level or this bigger level or this bigger level. See, if you played a game that got you here, what if you play a game that gets you here? I was in a meeting last night and there's simple people just like you and I, but they're playing a bigger game. I mean, I'm playing with few small investments in the few $100,000. This guy's playing in the few $100 million. It's pretty cool. Just like you and I. Just like you and I. Well, what happened to him is that he accepted an idea. I say he because it was a he. He accepted an idea. This gentleman is managing $200 million fund. Millions. And I'm still playing with few investments that are in the few $1,000. Maybe like that. But this gentleman is playing this big. He probably doesn't even have this information. So what's in my mind that needs to get me to think this big? What do I need to share with you? What do I need to share with me so I can start thinking this big and start finding all these yes ideas? Yes ideas. Yes ideas. Yes. You see, I don't need to know how. I just have to have a want. That's another part of the lesson one. I should have mentioned earlier. We don't need to know how. We don't need to know how. The how is for God. The how is going to come to you. You just have to allow yourself to dream big. You just have to allow yourself to grow and be able to receive. Right now, a lot of us, including myself, we're freaking stuck at some level here. We're stuck somewhere here, somewhere in this mechanism. Hopefully, we are in the millions. If not, guess what? We have a lot more work to do and we better get going. The more reason why you need to study this if you're not even at this freaking graph, if you're like this way. There's nothing wrong with you. You're still beautiful the way you are. You're still great. It's not too late. It doesn't matter because it happens fast. But when people tell me, Kamal, I can't afford the service, I said, there's more reason why you should afford the services. There's more reason why you need to pay for this so you can learn what it takes. But it's expensive. No, it's expensive not to do it. You're going to spend the time and the money anyways. The little money you're going to pay to get the training to multiply your income is nothing compared to what's going to happen to you in your life. So we have to think, not worry about the how. The how will come. Like I said, I had a meeting last night and this guy just blew the gasket out of my head. I never thought he would talk like this. I'm playing with small few $100,000 investments, 100 to 800. This guy's playing in the 200 million. It's not even on my chart. 200 million. Yes, with an M. And guess what? You know what's exciting about it? That he wants to take few people along. He wants to help a few more people grow because there's more room at the top. You see, there's more room at the top. Let me show you this little line. There is more room at the top. 95% of the people are here. You are asking to be part of that 1%, 1% to 3%, whatever. But there is more room for people at the top. The key is, do you want to be at the top? Do you want to be part of that 1% earners that make things happen? I know I do. I know I want to help a few more people. I want to help a few more people from getting unstuck, stop procrastinating. I want to help a few more people do more things because it's doable. Oh, by the way, this is Richie. This is the guy who 4 timed his investment, and now he's gonna 2-time it again. So that'll be 8 times. This is Trudy, who became #1 in sales. See that? Queen of Mary Kay. Crowned. So it's doable to you too. Okay. Now, where is the diagram I want to show you? I need this one diagram. Hopefully it's here. I think it's here. So there's a process that I take you through, right? There's a process. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you want to go, but there's a process that would help you get some foundation, to get you some feet on the ground. And then we do this. We just took a little peek at lesson 1 just today. And then we take you through it. Now, you might need to be here right away. It's okay. We can take things out of here and teach you. You might need some things in here, in leadership. And that's why I call this the high performance framework, the high performance coaching framework, because every one of you is starting something, in the middle of something, and getting out of something. So I don't know what you want. But once I meet with you, I would know where you are, would see what you want to work on, would see what you've been struggling with, and we'll go over that. And then you start working on that thing. Now, the foundation is still needed. It's still going to be there for you when you start going through it. That's what we're doing with Rajitsi. That's what we're doing with Richie. That's what we're doing with Elaine. That's what we're doing with many other people. Okay. The key is knowing where you are and knowing where you want to go. Now I have only 2 more slides. Gonna finish on time today. 2 more slides. I want to go back on the elevation and stitching the belief. Let me check if there's any questions in the chat. Oh, what's going on here with this pen? Grand Rising. Thank you, Bethany. All right, welcome. Most people, when you think about these ideas, are basically here. Negative, negative, negative. I'm going to teach you how to be like that. I'm going to teach you how to become yes for what you want, because there's energy that's coming to and through you. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Okay. Now, in this book, which I said I was going to mention to you, in the auto suggestion chapter, okay, I've been reading it. I keep reading it every night. Last night, 11 o'clock at night, I still haven't read it because I was busy all day. I still sat down middle of the night in the bed reading it. Okay. Now, I'm only going to read one line for you from this one, because there's this energy that's coming to and through you. Okay. It's your choice to magnify it. And he said in here, I'm reading it right off the book. He said, nature has so built a man, man or woman, that he has absolute control over the material which reaches his subconscious mind through his five senses. Although this is not meant to be construed as a statement that man always exercises this control. So whatever is happening to you, you have control. That's what he's saying. Nature has built man or woman that you have these senses. You're seeing, hearing, touching, feeling. It's all here. You have control. You have a choice to accept it or reject it. You have a choice to make it negative or positive. You have a choice. I have a choice. But this doesn't mean we're exercising the choice. I'm teaching you that you can exercise the choice. You can go from fear, worry, and doubt to understanding, faith, and knowledge. Solomon said, in everything you do, get knowledge, get understanding. And that's what we're doing right here. Because once you get this knowledge, once you get this understanding and faith, guess what? You're going to have well-being. You're going to have expression on yourself, you know, how you show up, and you're going to be in this creation mode. What are your choices? There's only one choice, is to be on this side. Because if you're not, as far as I'm concerned, on this side, you're on this side. You're in an anxiety, you're suppressed, and you're depressed, and you are basically at dis-ease. This is the unholy trinity. And a lot of people are living their life like this nowadays. They're on drugs, they're on some kind of alcoholic beverages, they're on some kind of pills because they are being so depressed and so suppressed with this uneasiness. But I gotta tell you, you can change all that. Now, the beautiful part of this is that I learned how to do this. The sad part of this is that I cannot teach everybody. I'm learning how to attract more people into my life. Now, we're gonna finish with this. Okay, you can do it. I want to tell you that you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. Now you might be thinking, how do you know I can do this, Kamal? I know you can. I know you can. Because I have a mind and you have a mind. And if all these testimonials can do it, you can do it. That's how I know. Now, what's the beautiful part about this? The beautiful part about this is that you can do it. Now you can choose. No, I can't. There's no way I can multiply my income. There's no way. Henry Ford said, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. It's that simple. So if you want to go on around thinking I can, then you can't. I'm going to go around thinking I can. And once I get to that next level, 100 times, then I'm going to go another 100 times. Then I'm going to go another 100 times. And I want to keep going. And so I don't know who's coming along with me. And I hope you all are. Keep upping your goals, keep upping your game, keep showing up. Because here's the thing. I don't know where we got this line. I need to find out where I got it from. But it's a beautiful line. We're going to finish with this today. The beautiful thing about life is that you can change. The beautiful thing about life is that you can change. The sad thing about life is that people think they can't. That's the sad thing. The beautiful thing is that you can change. But the sad thing is people think they can't. All right. So there we go. 2 minutes over. Thank you very much. And I'm just gonna put a 2-minute tune here so that we can finish strong. And have an amazing day. You're welcome, Rajiti. That is awesome. That's awesome. So I'm gonna keep this picture on. Let me see if I can find my abundance and financial prosperity tune. We'll listen to that for 2 minutes and then we'll shut it down. Go on a beautiful day. Here we go.